I am not Yvonne Nelson. I'm not Sarkodie. My name is Kumasi Nyame, and this is my views. So this whole week, the also about Yvonne Nelson, a memoir na or the Ababonten. Ubia e kahwasem, and I also have a piece to say. But before then, let me define what a memoir is. A record of events written by a person having intimate knowledge of them and based on personal observations. And the second, an account of one's personal life and experiences, autobiography. The third one is the published record of the proceedings of a group or organization as of a learned society. So basically, it will be abrabo and a memoir. So everything that Yvonne Nelson wrote this week, on one personal life. And the personal life, of course, people will be in her personal life. Definitely, among for so hon people are saying, say Yvonne Nelson, everybody be any other. Me personally, I disagree with that. I feel like say so. Philly say, "Onu will be a deal." Let's say edipano and treating a year and edipani treating a year. That's all kind of story. Or every right, so they say edipani, everybody. And as much as I don't know every right to say whatever she wants to say, so also has every right to share our opinion about the also publish it at the about I'm reading the whole full book, but the letter that I have read is what I'm talking about. It say be a issue be woman. That's all comment be one also be to me I actually why this whole thing DNA could have solved it from day one. Yvonne Nelson problem DNA could have solved it from day one. Because Yvonne Nelson you war no any ye DNA right away. Okay, Yvonne Nelson any papa. It is the appeal now a man, especially a man here kase encourage woman DNA no. I think this is the time as a government it takes appeal very serious because kids are being born and mothers are deciding men who own these kids or who have these kids. It is so according to Yvonne Nelson, the mommy have been abusing her since her oyakra, have been misinforming her since her oyakra, have been lying to her since her oyakra. Abra ne mommy nim dear or wo or no Yvonne Nelson, but have decided not to tell Yvonne Nelson. And they have pinned it on another man whom mommy nim say any Yvonne Nelson, papa don't know. So this man is living somewhere with the family, and this man is taking care of the family. So looking at Yvonne Nelson from the outside now, her family, there's pain, there's rage, there's anger in her heart because the mommy have decided not to tell her who her father is. And we won't even blame Yvonne Nelson for this. We can only blame the woman for this because the woman decided to say, Yvonne Nelson in who ni papa is. But with that being said, now, let's look at what Yvonne Nelson said about on the situation. Yvonne Nelson say as at 2010 no. As at 2010 no ne sa akode e wo ma sa akode ma ne ye abortion. And I say wo ye abortion e de ma sa akode because on ne sa akode having an encounter. E ma onyem ye. O ka che sa akode say onye ready for the kid because on ne ma be ne ete. And on secure on the carrier on you're ready to have a kid. Okay, so let's look at it from this point of view. As at 2010, on Yvonne Nelson, at the age of 24, because now it's 37 years. So as at 2010, Yvonne Nelson was the age of 24. So if Yvonne Nelson was at the age of 24, as at 2010, Yvonne Nelson on Yakra. Yvonne Nelson knew say having sex, or Benyam Yvonne Nelson knew him sad, no one say there is protection, so why obey me are protecting her from getting pregnancy. And Yvonne Nelson still made a conscious decision, say, obey having sex. And this is my advice to females. It is only females that give access to sex. Men do not give access to sex. It is females that give access to sex. It is a Yvonne Nelson can we wouldn't even be having this kind of conversation. And I'm not saying this to bash Yvonne Nelson, and I say saying this to bash any lady. I'm saying this to say women control sex. Give you access to sex. If you do not want to fall a victim, and I say if you do not want to put yourself in this situation, do not open your legs for any man. There is a saying that's going around say, It's my body, it's my choice. But look at it from this point of view. The moment you decide to open your leg, no, for a man to sleep with you, no, you have decided, say, it's either say, open say, oh, and a two. As I say, it means that you are choosing a father for your child. It means who say, what kind of father are you choosing for your child? Is the father that you are choosing for your child going to be a father that is going to be there for the child? In this case, no, Yvonne Nelson father now will choose you for Nebano. It wasn't the right one. Because one, this guy is living with Nemame. Nejuma ain't secured. So how do you expect Bema Nejuma ain't secured? So it is almost impossible. Bema no cry himself because Bema or dependent on somebody. So how do you expect that guy to take care of a child? Yvonne Nelson knew all this and still decided to have sex. So long story short, no, or abortee baby, no. You no any decision as to obey keeping the baby or not to keep the baby, no, and decision. But in looking at it, say, a dear and my Yvonne Nelson go through all this trauma. Yvonne Nelson went through all this trauma because the mother decided to lie to her. That is the base of my argument. Yvonne Nelson went through all this trauma because the mother decided to lie to her. And she also didn't take any clue from the mommy in life. And in life, no one decided say the same lifestyle na the mommy in living and also be living the same lifestyle by sleeping with somebody on worry by sleeping with somebody on you secured in the life. Because I bet you say Bearman na Yvonne Nelson mommy in the war, you know. So that's how Bearman is secured that. Okay, Yvonne Nelson, mommy will be proud to say it's over penny. Yvonne Nelson mommy decided so the Bearman Mr. Nelson because Phyllis said Mr. Nelson and keep be a Yvonne Nelson. But Mr. Nelson so shit that you say no, I'm not accepting a responsibility that is not mine. It is all shy. According to Yvonne Nelson, other no believe so. Now, papa show more camera. I don't know they know the camera. So that these are the questions that we need to have. So I want to speak to young women of today. Say there is this notion going on. Say, oh, yeah, sexualizing baby. I say, oh, it's my body, it's my choice. You can do whatever you want to do with it. Young girl, Bema is totally different from Oba. And as Oba, no. Say there's a lot that comes on you that pressure na about so no whether people will say society the society will always be there and that pressure will always be on women. The guy that you are opening your legs for no that pressure it be a man so. I'm not saying this because me feel say me different from anybody. We've all been there. We've all lived that kind of life. But as at now, baby I made dream baby I no. When I look back to see said no. There are so many decisions that when we were young, we shouldn't have taken. But then we are preaching, say a man can be promiscuous. There's a reason why in society, the females have been shamed on being promiscuous. Because when we have promiscuous ladies, these are some of the results that will happen. My name is Kumasi Nyame, and I urge everybody to keep their comment or comment be episode the bar. Comment it, share video, let's subscribe to my page. Thank you very much.